All right, I'm going to be very, very simple with the rest of the notes from lesson 1-9. What we're going to do, friends, is we're going to go back and forth between all four of these items. We're going to go back and forth between words, equations, tables, and graphs. So here's the words. Let's see here. A gallon of gas is, we'll keep the number simple here. Oh, that's way too much. No, way too much gas. Stop it. No, that's way too much. How about $2.50? Let's make nice numbers. A gallon of gas is $2.50. What would the cost be if you had to spend money on gas? So that's kind of the word problem we got here. I probably could reword that a little bit better, but I'm not going to. I'm going to say the equation of this math situation is the cost is going to equal $2.50 per G. Okay, these are talking about the same thing. The cost is going to be, however, it's going to be depending on how many gallons you put in to your car. Okay, so in the future we'll talk about independent and dependent variables. The cost is going to depend on how much gas you put in to the car, but that's just some future talk right there. So these two are describing the same situation. All right, so now we need to extend these into two more stories. How could I describe this situation with a table? Easy. Make one of these two-column tables. Let's put the, I don't know, how about the G value here and then the cost value here. If you buy no gallons of gas, it's going to cost you no dollars. That's common sense. 1 gallon of gas is going to be $2.50. I'm just going to go 2.5. 2 gallons is going to be 5. 3 is going to be 7.5. You get the idea. Okay. Notice that if I had both of these situations covered up and I didn't see any of that, I could look at this table. And I can assume. Now, assuming I know that we're talking about the cost and the gallons of gas, assuming I know what the variables are, I'm pretty sure I can piece together a story here. What's going on here? It looks like the cost is going to be $2.50 times the number of gallons I buy. Okay. Even if I didn't give you that number, okay, it's obviously pretty obvious right there where it says 1 and 2.5. If I covered those up, okay, how could you find $2.50 from these math situations? Well, when I spent $5 on 2 gallons of gas, I got $2.50. When I spent $7.50 on 3 gallons of gas, I got $2.50. So the same number, this $2.50, shows up over and over and over again. You can't really hide from that number. All right, the last thing, we've all graphed before. I'm going to make mine super duper crazy simple. Let's go 1 gallon, 2 gallon, 3 gallons, 4 gallons. I'm going to go cost right here. Let's go right there. Oh, what should make that? Should make that $5. Yeah, let's make that $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll make that 10 right there. All right. Easiest coordinate point to plot is obviously 0, 0. And then when I spend $4, I'm going to spend. Sorry, when I buy 4 gallons of gas, I'm going to spend $10, and then I can just connect the dots. Okay. So just from that graph, I can't really tell the whole story. What normally helps students is when there's a coordinate point involved, like this. Okay, so 2 and 5, 2 and 5, 4 and 10. That would be the next item on the table. So I can still put together the math situation. If I didn't know any of these things, if I looked at this graph, I could tell you, oh, looks like if I, again, assuming I know what G and C stand for, okay, oh, that's gas and that's cost. It looks like if I buy 2 gallons of gas, it's going to cost me $5. If I buy 4 gallons, it's going to cost me 10. Okay. Again, how can I figure out the number that's doing all this? Line is being described by a number. Okay, that same number is in the table. That same number is in the equation. That same number is in the words. How can I figure that out? Normally, if you take a y coordinate divided by an x coordinate, you'll figure out what the story is most of the time. Okay, or the change in the y coordinates and the change in the x coordinates. But anyway, we'll talk more about that in the future. So for these simple ones, 5 divided by 2, weird, I did that over here, is going to be 2.5. So 2.5 shows up again, shows up again, shows up again. It's just a big spider web of $2.50. Okay, so that's how you kind of go back and forth between words, equations, tables, and graphs. All right, cool. That's the end of 1-9. We'll see you in class.